Yo, Darious Britt here, and today we are talking about writer's block. So we've all had a run-in with a blank page, aka creative despair, aka writer's block. And if you have not had a run-in with it yet, you will sooner or later. Trust me. So what is writer's block? Definition: the condition of being unable to think of what to write or how to proceed with writing. This is a completely natural condition. Let's face it, you cannot be creative every second of every minute of every day. We're only human, right? Sometimes when you turn the creative faucet on, nothing comes out. The inability to write isn't the problem though, it's a symptom of the problem. So we need to figure out what that problem is so we can fix it. There are really like 4-ish situations that fall under this whole writer's block thing. Let's talk about it. Type 1. Well, I got this project, but every time I sit down to write, I just can't seem to focus. I always end up checking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I mean, I get ideas and everything, but I just kind of been working on the same script for like 6 months. I haven't finished the first draft yet. Well, I hate to tell you this, but the first type isn't really writer's block. This is just procrastination. If you've been working on the same script or short for 6 months, there ain't a whole lot of writing going on. Stop being lazy and just focus. Another problem is you probably don't have a whole lot of accountability to keep you on track, so pick a date sometime, preferably in the near future, and stick to it. Tell some friends if you have to make it official. You really need to work on that inner stick-to-itiveness though. You gotta just get that first draft knocked out. It's that simple. Type 2, no commitment. I get a lot of ideas, but I just can't seem to commit to any of them. Like I'll be working on one idea and then I just got hit upside the head with a better idea and I like jump ship and work on that one, and then another one comes and okay, so ideas are a dime a dozen. It's not the idea that makes for a great film or screenplay, it's the execution of that idea. So in other words, having a great idea that's poorly executed is just about as unsatisfying as having a bad idea. Pick an idea, stick with it, see it all the way through to the end. If you get hit with another idea, great. File it away in your brain for later, but see this one through all the way first. Plus, you'll learn a lot about the craft of writing and how you work as a writer, and then you can take all of these beautiful lessons that you learn and apply them to the next idea and execute that one even better. See, it's all about that stick-to-itiveness. Write a list. Should you find your interest in the idea waning again, then write a list of everything that you like about this idea and the reasons why you're telling it. Sometimes, you know, we gotta kickstart the motivation and the mojo for an idea again by reminding ourselves of why we're telling the story in the first place. You know, just kind of grease the wheels up a little bit again. Type 3, out of steam. So I've been working on this screenplay for about 3-4 months, about halfway through the first draft, and then the ideas just stopped. It's like a well dried up or something, and I don't even really know if I'm inspired to work on it anymore. So this happens, it's definitely a thing. Basically, you get out of it the same way you got into it. I'm confused. Well, you got into the block by writing, so you just gotta keep writing to get out of it. Ah, got it. The thing about inspiration and getting ideas is they tend to find you while you're working. What's that supposed to mean? It means that if you only write when you're inspired, you will never get anything done. So here are a couple of ideas to help kickstart things. 1. Free write. Write about something else. It could be a journal, it could be another film idea. You could write about how you feel about writer's block. Literally just write anything as long as you are writing something. Oftentimes when you write about something completely different, you'll find yourself getting ideas about the original project. I think it's because you're kind of giving your brain a warm up. 2, shake it up. Just change it up. Change your whole routine. If you write at home, then write at a coffee shop. If you write with your laptop, then write with a notepad. If you've been writing with the same pen for like 2 years, then buy a new freaking pen. I don't know, just change it up. Sometimes shaking things around helps get those creative juices flowing again. 3, get to know your characters. Take a break from your main story and just start writing as one of your characters for a while. Make up a side story and just follow them around and see what they do. Exploring what your characters would do outside of the demands for plotting can oftentimes give you ideas for what they would actually do in your main story. 4, twist the knife. You may need to just introduce a new complication into the story, escalate the situation a little bit, force your characters to act. Maybe your main dude's gotta get all the way across town to profess his undying love to the girl that he hurt before she boards a plane to Chicago, but when he leaves his house and goes to his driveway, he realizes his car's been stolen. So what does he do? I don't know, but the point is, the knife is already there, just find a way to twist it. Type 4, the inner critic. Well, every time I sit down to write, I just get anxious and I don't know where to start. Am I doing this right? I get these long periods where I don't get any ideas. So how many people have felt this way? This is probably the most common block. Basically, you're psyching yourself out. It's performance anxiety. You set up such high expectations of yourself and what you're trying to do that inner editor keeps coming out. Well, I could start with him on the ladder, no, that's stupid. What if he's coming down the wash and then he sees the girl laying there and then nah, that's stupid too. You're trying to write and edit at the same time, and you will never write anything if that inner editor keeps shutting every idea that you have down. The best way to conquer this problem is to drop your expectations and give yourself permission to fail. What? That's stupid. But it totally works. Turn that inner editor off, write, and then turn the inner editor back on. I mean, so what if it's terrible? That's why God made the delete key. You shouldn't be showing anybody your first draft anyway. The first draft, if anything, is usually always garbage. So write it, then edit it. Remember, you can always edit a bad page later, but you can't edit a blank page. Oh, and last thing, do not call it writer's block. When you do that, you're giving it power. It's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh my God, I can't think of anything. I've got writer's block. You don't have writer's block, you're just having a little bit of trouble writing. Just a little bit. Well, if you enjoyed what you saw, please like, subscribe. You can find me on the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. You can also check out my second YouTube channel, Darious Britt, where I vlog about my adventures on the film festival circuit, live casting, blogs, etc., etc. I do believe that is all that I got for you suckers. Deeper out. Booyah!